Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Greta. If you're new, I do review perfumes and other luxury items. If you like that sort of stuff, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss other cool stuff. If you're a subscriber, thank you. Welcome back to my channel. I absolutely appreciate you and all the new subscribers. I absolutely do. Today I want to talk about a couple things that I just received, and if you hear some like loud banging noises, horrific sounds, this is because there's an awful storm out there, and it's probably just my furniture flying away or like my flag mount flying off the house. I've already replaced the flag like 2 days ago, and the dogs have a little fire hydrant that I put out there that they pee on in the yard, and that's already gone flying away. So there will be some knocking around you're gonna hear, and that's why I'm just in here all cozy trying to keep it a little casual. But I do want to get this knocked out. I also have a video on Delina's new, Parfums de Marly, the new Delina Rosé, but I needed to edit that and film a little bit more for it. I was really tired when I was filming it, and I realized I had done it like 3 times and wasn't sure what I had said and hadn't said. So I kind of need to do it again, but it was 81 degrees last weekend, which was perfect for it. But of course I received it right after that, just as the storm was coming around, and now it's been in the 40s with torrential rain and winds, and it's just not the right fragrance for that, and it's just in the cold, it's just not doing well. So I want to wait a couple days and I'm going to refilm that. So apologize, that is going up. Don't worry about that. But I have some other stuff that I received that is a little more appropriate for this weather, and the Chanel bag that I finally got. So the Chanel bag is the Grand Shopper Tote, the GST, and I had been looking for it in white. So I couldn't find it in any of the stores. It was really hard. I looked in this whole region. So I did find one used, and it looked like it was in really good condition, just not stored very well, wasn't stuffed and laying on its side, so it was a little collapsed, which is fine. I had already teed up sending it in to leather surgeons to have it restored. So I did receive it. I was a little surprised. It's not white lambskin, it's actually white caviar leather, which is fine. And it is clearly used, but it's not horrible. So I am still really happy. The collapse is actually not as bad as I had thought. There is a little bit of wear, if you can see, like, let's see here. The corners might not show up on film. You can see, like, there's a little bit of scuffing going on the corners where she said she really hadn't used it. She was afraid to use it. But the biggest is this giant lipstick mark, which is on the leather and the cloth, which she did not reveal to me. So I'm a little bummed about that. However, and this looks a little dirty too, like this, the fabric along the zipper is actually super discolored from like dirty hands or something. I don't know how this gets that discolored. It's kind of disgusting. So according to the serial number, this is from 2002 cruise line. So it is 9 years old. But I talked to leather surgeons when I received it. I told them the differences from what I was expecting and what I had set up. And I told them that as long as the end result is the same, I'm still paying the same amount of money, I'm still gonna end up with the same end result that I was anticipating, it's fine, it's no difference. As long as it's no difference to me in the end, it's I think just under 500 bucks, like 450, 460 that I'm sending them, that I'm paying. And they're gonna do the full spa treatment. They wash everything, they take all the hardware off, they take this apart, they restore all this leather, then refold it, put it through. The gold gets repolished. They'll fix it all. So if they can get the lipstick out and the minor scuffing, I mean, it means probably repainting the white, but the structure loss isn't as bad. But you know, again, as long as in the end, I'm getting the same bag that I was expecting from Leather Surgeons. That's all that matters. So I'm keeping it despite it not being what I was expecting. And I will fill you guys in. They said they could have it as quick as 2 weeks done. I will be mailing it. It's too late now. I'll be mailing it tomorrow morning. I wanted to film this before I sent it off and to have a clip for when I do get it back. So I'll let you guys know what happens when I get it back from Leather Surgeons, but I'm expecting something good. You can see a little bit of wear where this hardware is here too. It's nothing phenomenal. I mean, it's not horrible. It's mild wear, but you can see some wear. But it's more the staining at the zipper and that lipstick stain, which just broke my heart when I discovered it. But otherwise, it's in pretty good shape. So that's that. And it's real easy. You keep any kind of certificates, you keep your bag, any kind of accessories that go with it, you hang on to. You fill out this form with the serial number of the bag. You put that in the purse, mail it in. They give you a label. You send it in to them. And it's quite an easy process. They're very professional. So I'm excited about that. So the second thing that I received today that I'm pretty excited, I feel like I'm having bad luck today because I did receive Serge Lutens Bois Vanille today from somebody. I was a little bummed because the bottle looked like it was tampered with and the fill line was below the label, even though it was resealed, a little creepy. So I sent that back, but I wasn't crazy about it anyway. On me, it just smelled like burnt brown sugar. It was almost mapley, like a maple-like. It was such a deep brown sugar that's why I keep smelling that brown sugar. I keep like smelling like, where's that coming from? Like, I don't really like maple too much. So it's, I guess, a blessing. Gives me a reason to return it, but I was creeped out that it was clearly opened and resealed and volume gone. So that's that bottle. That's taken care of already. And then I received today also, which was really funny because it came in a box that didn't have the cellophane on it. The box looked a little crushed. And again, looked like a return, but I'm like, this is just like my day of returns. But you know, this bottle looks full though. So this is the Maison Lancome Jasmine's Marzipan. Sorry, I still say it the German way, Marzipan. You guys say Marzipan, I think, but it's a beautiful bottle with the decoration here and the gold plate labeling there. And I'm wearing this. I wore this out of the shower. But I have to say, I'm not getting as much of that Marzipan almond paste. I'm getting really overwhelming, beautiful jasmine is what I get. So it just might be like, because of the storm, I need something really heavy right now. And I really am craving something heavy. Like I really need to be wearing like Portrait of a Lady or something. Like I need maybe Oud Bouquet. Like I need a deep oud rose. Like that's what I need. It's nasty outside. And I was outside all weekend in this storm. I was training outdoors combatives, just another thing I do. I was training combatives outside in the rain, in the mud, in the wind. It was rough. But I found a power outlet in one of the sheds. So I brought my little small Nespresso machine with me because I can be a little bougie, in case you didn't notice. A little bougie. So I brought that and I was sitting there making espressos for everyone, lattes, and I had like hot water for tea. And then I even had hot water for like Mountain House, like camping food too. But let me tell you, some hot food and hot drinks and that kind of nastiness goes a long way. And if I can have like push that button and in 25 seconds I have hot water versus sitting there with a little jet boil or something, yeah, definitely. And I can do that. The guys can't get away with doing that, but I can get away with doing that. So they're really happy to have me, trust me. They love having me around for that because they know they can just ask me to bring it and then they don't look like wusses, you know? I know what they're doing. I know what they're thinking. But that's all right. I'm all right with that. So, just got it today, so I am still trying it. I will let you know if I get a little more of that sweetness. I have been wearing it for a while, so I know that, you know, I am at dry down. But it's supposed to be two different kinds of jasmines wrapped in like a woody almond. But I'm not really getting that almond, which I'm not mad at. I love jasmine, so I'm okay with it. I just am in the mood for something a little sweeter today. So, and I was wearing Roses Vanille earlier, which was really great. That was actually satiating me a little better. But that's that one. It's definitely lighter. It definitely has some lasting power because I've been wearing it for a little bit. I will give it that, but it is a little on the lighter side. It's not one of these heavy hitters for sure. But again, it's kind of nasty out, so I can handle something really heavy right now. The next one I got, which I was excited to get from Sephora because apparently, I don't know, it's like running out everywhere. But I was getting a little tired of hearing all about this, is the Kayali the Vanilla 28 for 28 ingredients, or was it the 28th version? One of those two. And I was so tired of hearing it. And the first time I tried a Kayali is maybe like a year or two ago when Sephora sent me a sample in the mail. And I don't even know which one it was, but I smelled it and was like, ew, what is that? That is like disgusting. I love perfumes, but that was just, ooh. So it just turned me off to the brand, and I never tried anything from them again. I just, you know, first impression was not good. But after hearing everybody rave about this one, how it's such an amazing vanilla, waxing, poetic, on and on, I'm like, all right, I'll try it. Okay, fine. It's the great layering vanilla. I love a vanilla. I'll try it. So I tried it. It is a good vanilla. It's great. It kind of, if you want to know what type of vanilla, it's kind of like Bath and Body Works vanilla brown sugar, where it's a really good vanilla with a little bit of brown sugar depth, not super mapley like the Serge Lutens. But you do get a little bit of that warm sugar to it. It doesn't last for jack on me at all, like 2 hours. I was really disappointed in that, but it is a really pretty one. I don't think I would spend the money. I wouldn't buy a big one. I'm stoked also that it's like this tiny, is it 10 ml? Yeah, 10 mls, and it's actually spray, because I hate when it's like a dabber. You get these little ones that irritates me, because then I have to transfer it, then I don't have the pretty bottle, and you know what I mean. But I do really like it. It's a very pretty one. I'd probably buy it discounted, but it's not a cheap fragrance. I mean, it's not cheap. It's not expensive, but it's not cheap either. But I like it. I just wish it lasted longer, and perhaps maybe in warmer weather it'll last longer. I don't know. Let me know. But I have heard other people say the same thing in reviews, is it doesn't last. So I'm not alone in that. Then I got a really cool one. Okay, so we all have these fragrances that just strike a chord with memories. It was one of my early signatures. I have 2 signature perfumes that I absolutely were just me, and I literally wore them for years and years. And one of them was, and I keep contemplating getting a bottle now, is the Guerlain Samsara, which is really cheap on FragranceNet right now, like 40 bucks, I don't know. But I heard it's reformulated, and I don't want to have a broken heart by smelling it. But my stepmother, when I was younger, worked for them, so I had gotten it from her, and I liked it, and I was even that perfume girl in the mall, like so. So it was my fragrance, and nobody else wore it that was around me, and it was just me, and I loved that fragrance. It was just everything to me, and I seriously wore that for years. And then, you know, you just want to broaden your horizons, greener pastures, get a little variety, and then you tend to abandon these. The other one that I wore a long time, and actually even after I expanded my horizons, continued to buy every year, I'd get that Christmas package of the perfume, the powder, the lotion, the everything, right? Along with my mother, is the Chanel No. 5. Like, that was a classic to me, and I started wearing that in college. It's stunning on me. I look at some reviews, so I got the Chanel 5 again. I look at these reviews by like Jeremy Fragrance, who, you know, I started watching the whole perfume thing on YouTube because of Jeremy. I give him a lot of credit for that. He really did start this whole trend, but I didn't understand his review on this. He said 80% of people don't like it, which was just shocking to me. And then I've heard that it doesn't smell the same on everyone. It's very independent to your chemistry, that some people don't smell good in it. I don't know, but I would get strangers. That was the only perfume that I would truly have strangers asking me, what are you wearing? And I would say Chanel No. 5, like proud, right? It's a cool fragrance. And they're like, oh, really? In this perplexed way, because they too had heard it was not a good fragrance and that it was very grandmother-like or old lady-like or dated. It was the reputation it had even in the 90s. I mean, this is when I was getting compliments and people were shocked that's what I was wearing. Like, yeah, it's classic, Chanel No. 5. Who doesn't know and love Chanel No. 5? So, I mean, I would be in waiting rooms and I'd be nervous because I remember once I had an interview and I was in a waiting room somewhere and I was so nervous. I could feel the body heat just expanding on me. And because of that, even though I was only wearing the body lotion, but all over my body, like every ounce, every inch on my body, I mean, I just filled that room. I remember being so embarrassed, like, oh my God, I'm here in an interview and whew, I hope I'm just not that person that's like overwhelming with too much perfume on. Like, oh my God, please don't let that, please let me not be like that. I don't want to be that person. Oh my God, I'm that person. I'm that person. And a gentleman across the room from me was like, excuse me. I'm like, oh God, oh my God, this is where he's going to say it. He's going to say, miss, you're wearing too much perfume. Like, and I was like, yeah. He says, what are you wearing? I'm like, I'm sorry, is it too much? It's Chanel No. 5. And he goes, no, it's beautiful. I wanted to know so I could buy it for my wife. I'm like, oh, okay. Is it too much though? Am I wearing too much? He's like, no, you're fine. I'm like, okay. Or across the room. That's pretty powerful. From the lotion. Holy cow. So anyway, I just have a love. So I saw it on Macari for somebody that obviously didn't like it. So it's a used bottle. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to grab that. And because it's a used bottle, I know it might, I have a good chance. I had heard this was redone too, but that was 1986. So, and it was like reuniting with an old love. Can I just tell you, it just warmed my heart to smell this again. I never had that reaction with a fragrance before where it's just like, oh, my old friend, I missed you. And I'm just like, oh, my heart is just fluttering. You've no idea. To me, it is a beautiful, clean smell, but it's this beautiful orange blossom vanilla on me. Like incredible orange blossom vanilla is what I get. And I know, you know, there's the aldehydes people talk about, like there's, people complain and say it turns on them. And so I don't get that grandma thing on me. It's a beautiful, elegant, clean orange blossom vanilla. Not a warm, smoky vanilla, but it sweetens up that orange blossom. And it's just, it's stunning on me. It's a little bit of that, dare I say soapiness, but that like clean smell to it, which is really, I think, that opening of the citrus, which I do get, and then it settles down and it just leaves a beautiful trail. It does have an incredible projection on me, but I just, it smells stunning on me and on my mother. Like it's always smelled good on her too. And it's just, I don't know. I just, oh, my heart is like, I'm so happy to have this back. Now I want to buy like a whole bunch more and make sure I never, ever, ever run out. I don't want to ever be separated from you again. Ever. Never. Never. We're never going to separate again. I won't do that to you. Okay. And then the other one that I kept hearing about, everyone waxing poetic about, that I was like, okay, all right, I'm going to go get it, especially since it's a designer. It's not very expensive. I'll go pick up that bottle. They're like telling me how amazing this is with notes of peach and coconut and praline and all these things that I absolutely love. Like, yeah, I can go down with that. I love me some peach and coconut. Did you hear me talk about the Tresor Nude? There's a video on that. Coconut and peach, like that's, yeah, that's coconut vanilla. A little bit of that peachiness, but that's like, ooh, yes. So I got the Dolce & Gabbana, the only one intense. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous because if I look at this, it does not say intense. And then even on the packaging, and I had to look closely, like, did I order the wrong one? Everyone said the intense, not the regular. The regular is more like a coffee, and I do have like a little mini dabber bottle of that. So I knew I wasn't crazy about that one. I was like, been there, done that. I have a bunch of other ones, like YSL Opium is like that. And I'm like, I'm good. I have that. Did you hear that big bang? Did you hear that? I think that was like a garbage can going down the road. I'm telling you. And I'm supposed to put my garbage out tonight. Like, seriously, if I do that, it's gonna, like, my garbage can is gonna be in another zip code, you know? But if I don't put it out now, you know what's gonna happen? The garbage man's gonna come at like 6 a.m. Yeah, because that only happens when I don't put the garbage can out at night. Yeah, if I put it out early, he comes at like 3 in the afternoon. It's crazy. So, but yeah, because I'm afraid to put it out now because it's so nasty out, he's gonna come bright and early. You watch this. Anyway, hi sweetie pie. So this one I do like. This is yummy. This is super gourmand. I sprayed this over here. Super gourmand. It definitely has that like Dolce & Gabbana designer flair to it. Easy to wear, sweet. So the top notes are neroli, green apple, and Italian mandarin, which I'll tell you really quick. I didn't get that citrus for very long at all, just a couple minutes. And then the middle notes are jasmine, coconut, and orange blossom, which I totally get. Faint, not like a blasting coconut. It's more like, ooh, that's got a hint of coconut there. And the orange blossom. The base notes are vanilla, cashmere and wood, and cedar. I absolutely get that vanilla, but I totally get like a praline kind of note to it. The way that maybe it's just the vanilla and the coconut and the orange together, but it comes out like a, not quite caramel, but more like a hazelnut paste to me. But it's really delicious. I really like this one. And I see what I'm talking about. This one was launched in 2020. But taking this. And yes, this is the Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, Eau de Parfum Intense. It's really weird. They put the intense last and it's only on the bottom written intense. So, but it's all black and that's how you know you have the right one. So really loving this one. And again, you know, I love orange blossom. I love orange blossom. That's why I love the Chanel No. 5. That's why I love Safenade, orange blossom. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have the Kayali, if it lasts on you. That's what I want to know because I know everyone loves it, but I want to know if this is lasting on you or what you're doing to make it last because maybe I'm going nose blind to it. That's always a possibility. You never know what perfumes are going to do that to you, but I know. And tell me if Chanel No. 5 smells good on you or not, because I don't know. I look down at the comments and everyone else says, no, I'm young and I love it and it smells great on me. So I don't know where he got this whole 80% of people don't like it. Like, what is he talking about? So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you very soon with another video. I'm going to get a few more out this week. So have a good night. Mwah.